Hey Lakeview, this is Pastor Josh, and today is Thursday, February 25th, and I get to share with you today what the Lord has been showing me and teaching to me here lately. Just last night, I had the opportunity to teach at our LV students gathering. We got together for worship, for time in the Word, for prayer with one another, for fellowship and fun. And the teaching last night was from Mark chapter 5. It's a really familiar story where Jesus is walking along and there's this big crowd of people, and a man or a leader from the synagogue comes up and he falls at the feet of Jesus and he says, "Please come and heal my little girl." And Jesus agrees and he goes with him. And on the way there, a woman sneaks up behind Jesus and she figures to herself, if I can just touch his robe, then I'll be healed. And she touches him, and Jesus immediately feels the power leave from him, and she's healed in that moment. And he turns around and he says, "Who was this that touched me?" She confesses that it was her, and Jesus says, "Your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." And in that short little interchange, when Jesus is talking to this woman, one of the man, Jairus, one of his servants, comes and says, "Don't bother the teacher anymore. Your little girl has died." And Jesus says to Jairus, don't be afraid. Just keep on believing. And he goes on to Jairus' house and he tells the people there, this girl is not dead. She's merely asleep. And he goes in with just a few of his disciples and he raises this little girl from the dead. And from this story, the Lord really spoke to me as I prepared to teach it. Really spoke to me very clearly this one thing: Jesus can be trusted with everything. Jesus can be trusted with those things that are closest to us. From Jairus, we learn that Jesus can be trusted with those things that are near and dear to our hearts. Jairus called his daughter his little girl. That's a very endearing term. She was the apple of his eye. And Jesus can be trusted with that. Even when the circumstances look dire, even when it looks like there is no hope anymore, Jesus can be trusted with that. Not only can Jesus be trusted with those things that are near and dear to our hearts, but Jesus can be trusted with those parts of us that we're ashamed of. Those things that we would really rather other people not find out about. Those things that really just we want to keep hidden and tucked away. Jesus can be trusted with those. The woman goes to Jesus and she eventually confesses in front of this crowd that she had walked through and touched and technically had made all of them ceremonially unclean, and she sneaks up and in some ways sort of steals a healing if it's possible from Jesus. He's able to be trusted with her sickness, able to be trusted with all of her woes, all of her baggage, all of her issues, all of the things that come along with being part of the lowest rungs of society. Jesus can be trusted with that. And these two things come together to tell me that Jesus can be trusted with every single part of my life and with your life. I can trust him with my kids. I can trust him with my hidden sin. I can trust him with those things from my past that bring me shame even to this day. Jesus can be trusted. I hope that's encouraging to you today, as you certainly have things and people that are near and dear to your hearts. You certainly have things that you look at that you really wish other people wouldn't find out about or didn't know. It's comforting and encouraging to know that with all of that, Jesus can be trusted because he is not only powerful, but he is good and he is for us and he cares for us. I hope you have a great rest of your week, Lakeview, and I can't wait to worship with you on Sunday.